What if I told you that a 2,000 crore luxury housing project with 1,250 apartments was approved right inside one of Chennai's most ecologically sensitive wetlands? And what if I told you that after months of public pressure, environmental activism, and allegations of regulatory violations, that environmental clearance has now been cancelled? This isn't just a story about a real estate project. It's a story about wetlands, floods, environmental laws, citizen activism, and the future of Chennai itself. Today, we are looking at the controversial Brigade Morgan Heights project in Perumbakkam and why its environmental clearance was revoked. But first, let's understand one important rule. What exactly is a Ramsar site? In 1971, several countries came together in the Iranian city of Ramsar and signed an international treaty to protect wetlands across the world. These protected wetlands are known as Ramsar sites. Wetlands are not wastelands. They act like giant natural sponges. They absorb excess rainwater, recharge groundwater, filter pollutants, support biodiversity, and reduce flooding. In simple terms, wetlands are nature's flood management system. Recognizing its ecological importance, on April 8, 2022, the Government of India designated Pallikaranai Marshland as a Ramsar site. The Ramsar designation covers approximately 1,247.5 hectares or about 3,080 acres, making it one of the most important urban wetlands in India. This recognition was celebrated as a major environmental achievement for Tamil Nadu. But just months later, a controversy began to unfold. The controversy revolves around the Brigade Morgan Heights project proposed by Brigade Enterprises. The company planned to construct around 1,250 multi-story residential apartments and approximately 14.7 acres of land in Perumbakkam. The estimated project value was around 2,000 crore. The project site falls under survey numbers 453, 495, 496, 497 and 498. According to activists and environmental groups, these lands are located within the notified Ramsar wetland boundary. If true, this raises a serious legal question. Can permanent residential construction be allowed inside a protected wetland? Environmental activists argue that the answer is clearly no, because under the Wetlands Conservation and Management Rules 2017, permanent construction activities are generally prohibited in notified wetland areas. This is where the dispute began. The timeline is particularly interesting. In July 2022, shortly after the Ramsar notification, the project sought terms of reference for environmental clearance. The proposal then went before the State Expert Appraisal Committee (SEAC). On December 11, 2024, during its 517th meeting, SEAC recommended the project. Subsequently, on January 20, 2025, the State Environment Impact Assessment Authority (SEIAA) granted environment clearance. What happened next surprised many observers. Just 3 days later, the Chennai Metropolitan Development Authority (CMDA) reportedly granted construction approval. Critics question how approvals were granted for a project allegedly located within a Ramsar wetland. Environmental groups argue that authorities should have examined the Ramsar maps and wetland boundaries before issuing permissions. One organization that consistently raised concern was Arapur Iyakam. The anti-corruption and public accountability movement began collecting documents, aiming approvals and filling complaints. On October 23, 2025, complaints and supporting documents were reportedly submitted to multiple authorities, including the Vigilance Department, the Chief Minister's Office, the Chief Secretary, the Ministry of Environment, Forest Authorities, the Tamil Nadu Wetland Authority. The activists alleged that key facts relating to Ramsar's status of the land had been overlooked or misinterpreted during the approval process. The matter was also taken to court. Environmental groups warned that large-scale construction in marshland could worsen flooding in surrounding areas such as Perumbakkam and Pallikaranai, which have already experienced severe flooding impacts during extreme rainfall events. The argument was simple. If wetlands are filled with concrete, where will the floodwater go? Then came a major development. According to documents now made public, the State Environment Impact Assessment Authority (SEIAA) cancelled the environmental clearance granted to the project. The reported reason was that the project had proceeded without obtaining necessary approvals from the Tamil Nadu Wetland Authority, despite being situated within the Ramsar wetland region. For environmental activists, this represented a significant victory. For developers, it became a major setback. However, the story is not yet over. Activists are now demanding that the CMDA also revoke the construction approval granted to the project. They are also seeking accountability from officials involved in issuing the original permissions. This issue goes far beyond a single real estate project. Chennai has repeatedly suffered devastating floods. Experts have consistently pointed to the loss of lakes, marshes, and wetlands as one of the key reasons. Pallikaranai Marsh is often described as Chennai's natural flood buffer. Every acre protected today could help prevent flooding tomorrow. The cancellation of the Brigade Morgan Heights environmental clearance sends a larger message. Environmental laws are not merely paperwork. Protected wetlands are not empty land waiting for development. And public participation can influence major decisions. Whether you support development or conservation, one fact remains clear. The future of Chennai depends on how well it balances economic growth with ecological protection. And the battle over Pallikaranai Marsh may become one of the most important environmental stories in Tamil Nadu's recent history. Do you think construction projects should be allowed in ecologically sensitive wetlands if they promise economic growth? Or should Ramsar sites remain completely protected? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Fireline Media.